What's going on, guys? CrooKs Robo here, bringing you an in-depth look at the new map Containment from ONSLAUGHT DLC, just released for Call of Duty Ghosts. This isn't meant to be tricks and glitches and things like that, but there's going to be some tips and pointers that are in this video for you to see. The callouts that I'm using in here aren't the official ones, but they're so obvious that if you see them, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's merely a walkthrough of the map for those who are, on the edge of whether or not they want to buy this map pack or not. I personally have only played the map one time. I did the run through, but it's not the same as actually playing it. It was cool, but it really wasn't anything new from what we've seen since the game came out. So don't expect something crazy different and better. They didn't change much, but they did come out with some cool stuff in the DLC, which I'll go over in some videos later on in the week. So make sure you like and subscribe to check out more videos from me. I use search and destroy in this game type. There's really no reason why I did that, but I figured it was better to have some objectives in there so you can see if you can get any vantage points or access areas to those things. But I guess before we go in, let's talk a little bit about Containment. It's a relatively small map compared to what we're used to. That's actually a relief because I'm tired of running around the map for 20 minutes just to get shot in the back and have to restart my run. Essentially, really, you have two sides of the map, like every map. I don't know why I said that, but essentially there's two different sides of this map separated by a dry riverbed in the middle, which I would assume whoever has control of that riverbed or whoever's monitoring it will really have control of the entire map and the game type, regardless of what they're playing. There's lots of ways to go from under the in the riverbed to the other side of the map without being seen, but the only way up top is to go through the middle bridge, which you can't sneak across because everyone is watching that bridge, and that's where the main focus point of most of the gunfights is. You might notice that there's a radioactive symbol on the map while you're playing. That's in the middle. When you go in there, your radar's going to stop working, and you're going to hear an audible clicking noise from what sounds like a radioactive detector. And right when you hear that, regardless of whether you're on top of the bridge or under the bridge, your radar's going to go out. The truck is, I guess they tried to pull off what Nuketown did. The truck blows up at the end of the game. That's all I've seen it really do. I couldn't find any other use for it. I jumped around on it. I shot it. I threw stuff at it. I poked it on my screen, but absolutely nothing happened. So, I don't know. Let me know if you find anything cool with that, because I have no idea. But, all right, that's enough with the intro. Let's get right in and check out the map. All right, guys, so I'm starting out on the offensive side right now, and if you look there in the middle of the map, you can see the radioactive symbol I was talking about. I'm actually going to be using the new gun Maverick. I'm going to use the one with the 3-round burst. Just show you guys a couple of the things you can do with it. Let me pick up the bomb here. Right here I have, this is the cafe. That's what I'm calling it right now, and if you look at it right here, it says cafe, so I'm just assuming it's a cafe. We can call it a cafe. This is where you spawn. Now let's go through real quick, a quick rush through this back alley. You come through here. You've got another entrance to the cafe right here. Boom, and you've got a breachable wall right here. Really, this is so far back, so for search and destroy, I mean, it's not really viable for the offense to use it, because you're going to have people cutting across the bridge now. But other game types, like Blitz, let's say, you can just peek around this corner here, watch the bridge or whatever. Not that I see anybody really using the bridge, but you can also watch here, and this is a really good way for them to get over here without being seen. I've used it the time that I played this map. Just like other maps, you've got a gate here that you can break open. Right here under this truck is another good spot real quick, if you just want to shoot around and watch the other side of the map. But right here, this is probably the fastest rush, I would imagine, just right here, down here. And if you get some smoke or something around here, you can just jump this and cut right across. Come up here, give it a little peek. You got a good head glitch right here, just to check. And then you end up right at A. This truck is destructible. You can blow it up, so make sure you watch out for that when you come around. But down here is the dry riverbed I was telling you guys about. And then we'll move up here. See, look at my radar. Now, I'm in the area where it's cutting off my radar, so I don't really see that as being too much of a problem unless you have a UAV up or whatever. So you can also cut across this dry riverbed right here, come up here, and this puts you, and this has been used against me a lot of times. It's a good little head glitch right here. And, I mean, it's really good, unless somebody's over here, but it's a good head glitch to just peek up and catch some people over here slipping, you know, trying to cross the bridge or whatever. But moving around towards A, like I said, this truck, you can blow it up. So watch out for that. You can climb on it, do all that stuff. Now, it looks like you can get up there, but I tried. I haven't found a way to get up there. If somebody knows about it, you know, make sure you comment in the bottom and let people know. This here's the bodega. Not much going on with this area. You know, you can go right out back here, come through here, and it puts you out right by this truck on their side of the bridge. You can get up here and jump on top of the bodega over here. Now, like I said, it looks like you can get up there, but there's not a way to get up there. Something interesting about these Humvees is they, as far as I know, they're not, you know, you're not able to blow them up. And I shot them with full clips and everything, so they can provide some good cover. Yeah, I don't know what you'd be hiding back here for, but you don't got to worry about them getting blown up. So moving on, we have the gas station here. It's got a really painful entrance right here. You jump up here, you get up in the window. Can't get up there, but really, there's not much use for this room. Except for that, which I forgot about. But you can breach this window here, and that gives you a good view out towards the bridge. And you can see across the other side. There's lots of stuff blocking your way. So you won't be able to monitor people coming across the bridge. Let's say it's a 1v1 or a clutch situation. And you can see in here into the, I just call that pool because it's a pool hall. So coming out here down the steps. Another indestructible Humvee. Not much going on this side of the map, but going into the pool hall, you've got a breachable door right here which leads to B. So you just push straight through here, and then you can, check B, plant B, whatever you want to do. And that also gives you access right here to the roof. This is an obvious spot, so if you're playing competitively, I'm sure I wouldn't hide up here. This is, it's just too obvious. And there's too many entryways. They can get up there. You can definitely get up through here. And this one's pretty easy. Just come right up here. And they can jump on that truck, give you a little peek, and see you hiding up here. So I'm going to push around towards the chapel, down the riverbed over here on the defense side. Coming across. There's a breachable door there, but we'll get to that later. This is the chapel here. There's a couple broken walls there. You can watch the bridge from here. You just peek around this corner or whatever. But like I said, if anybody's smart, they're not going to be running across that bridge. This area is one thing I found that was pretty cool. You have limited visibility of B, but you can watch that back alley towards B. And you can watch that breach door that comes out of pool hall. If you see somebody cross here, you save a nade and I know that's not a nade, but you can check like that, or you throw the bomb or whatever. But if you're sure they're going to come from that way, this is a good spot to chill after you plant. Now, being on offense side, like I said, going around the right side was a good rush. You can't really rush B as fast. You can't rush B as fast as you can rush A, because if you go this way, you're going to have to breach this door, which will put you right out into that riverbed. Really, that's pretty much the whole map. There's not much to this map. It's pretty generic. Here's on the middle of the bridge, the truck I was telling you guys about. Like I said, there's not much you can do with this truck that I know of. Shooting it, it's not doing anything. You can't breach it, can't blow it up, can't do anything. But it does mess up your radar, so. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is Containment. And like I said, there's not much to it, but it's a pretty cool map. It's good to have some new maps, even though the game just came out. Those old maps were kind of redundant, kind of big, so it's good for them to put in a small map, and hopefully, it catches on pretty quick. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more videos. I'm going to be doing walkthroughs on all the DLC maps that came out recently. I'm also going to be doing a comparison with the Maverick gun and the guns previously in the game to check accuracy and things like that. So like and subscribe, leave a comment below.